Oh, we got a lot of Star Wars news to go over. The video game got a story trailer. We're going to look at that. And it's funny that came out today after all of those conversations about the community manager yesterday. It's almost like they put that out because they wanted to stop people from talking about it, but it doesn't seem to be working out very well for them. But we're going to start here. This comes from WDW Pro. And he puts the label on there that this is a rumor. However, because that Star Wars hotel was such a disaster, I do believe this. Apparently, Disney is telling people the reason it failed was because of Florida. Florida is the reason that it failed. Not that they've ran off all of the people that love Star Wars, love the original trilogy, love the prequels. No. It's not because of that. Because people love the sequel trilogy, obviously. It's got a whole community of shippers that love it. This is funny. I got a good laugh out of this one. They're apparently telling this to people that are asking questions, that are investors and stuff. And like, oh, it's Florida. That whole Florida lawsuit did it. Not that nobody gives a shit about any of these new characters. The Galactic Star Cruiser also cost thousands of dollars for a weekend. I think if you wanted to take your family, you had to take about $5,000 with you to pay for the experience. So you want to take like 2 kids and your wife. Look forward to that $5,000 ticket. I think for just 2 people, it was like $2,000 or something. It's crazy priced. Crazy price. Who's going to pay those prices for some shit based on the sequel trilogy? It's so obvious why this failed. It was dumb. The whole park there, that whole, what do they call it? I forget what they actually call their Star Wars area at Disneyland. It has barely anything to do with the original movies. It's all kind of revolved around the sequel trilogy, and nobody likes that shit. That's why it failed. Too much money. No one gave a shit about the stuff going on there. Oh, there's a Chewbacca guy in there. Who cares? Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes. So, Star Wars account, the @StarWars account over on Twitter, dropped this not that long ago, at least at the time of recording. This is like, an hour and a half ago for me. And they dropped this. It's almost over. It's well over 500,000 views at 639K. A lot of people are laughing at it because it's dumb. I still can't believe what they did to this actress. So I went over this. I did a video on this. They had a beautiful woman playing this character for motion cap, and they changed her. They gave her a crimson chin. Yeah, they kind of are trying to blur the lines between men and women with this. That's been going on with a lot of Western female characters. It's funny that the Eastern studios make all of the women look very beautiful, and it's obvious that they're a woman. This one, you never know. You see how she doesn't even have very big chest. These are small little things. The game sucks. First off, why are you doing an outlaw character game and not using Han Solo? You could easily have made this game happen. Hell, even between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, that's something that would print money. But keep in mind, when it comes to anything outside of Lucasfilm, like you license something, I'm going to guess, because I know this happens with Marvel, probably happens with Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm probably mandates what kind of character they want to be the lead, and they probably said an original woman of color. And, regardless, years ago, a decade ago, I would have been hyped for this game because I was a big Star Wars fan. And I'm not a big Star Wars fan anymore. Most people aren't. And you had that community manager. I did a whole video on this yesterday. Go check it out. It's obviously she hates men, and she's a racist. She hates white people. A big old collage of screenshots out there of her basically saying that. Here are some of them right here if you want to look them over. I believe there were more as well. She obviously doesn't like those people. And you've got people from Ubisoft coming out now defending her. Like, look, it doesn't really matter. I'm just not going to buy the game. I won't buy this game. I refuse to buy this game. But it's funny that this trailer drops today. I guess she left Twitter. So I'm sure Kotaku, who's already running damage control on this, will write some big, long article saying people were going after her. Nobody was going after her. Probably send fake screenshots from their buddy will send it of some dude with a nasty screen name saying things to her. I totally think that a lot of these people send each other these things so that they can kind of pull the victim narrative. People just don't like racists. And the only people I see acting like that are these journalists and game developers who are out here constantly, mostly community managers all the time, just trashing people based on who they are, which is usually who what man, and going after dudes. Like it's why are you trying to divide your customer base? I'll never understand this. Like, especially when it comes to a AAA game, which are expensive. They are expensive to hell to make. I mean, if you're a community manager, maybe don't attack people based on their gender and who they are. That's an idea. But instead, they twist it around and they try to say that you're the ones that are racist and sexist, trying to gaslight people. So now that they're saying, well, there's Star Wars Outlaws backlash because it's a woman of color. No. People don't have issues with female protagonists. They have issues with woke female abominations, which is what this is. They literally try to make her look manly as much as they can. Maybe put some shading around the chest area, so she definitely has something there. She even kind of looks like Han Solo. Like, put a jacket over the shirt. It's kind of a white shirt. She got that kind of gun belt look that he had there. Why don't you just make a Han Solo game then? I mean, she could team up with him. You could make it a co-op game. I mean, there's a million things you could do. But instead, they decide to give us a hybrid of a man and a woman and then tell us, we're the problem if we don't want to play it. Look, I'll just play retro games. Plenty of old Star Wars games. I've been wanting to go back and play the old Super Nintendo ones for a long time. Rogue Squadron, I've been wanting to play that again. I've been wanting to play Shadows of the Empire. I can do all that just fine. I don't need this game. Just like I never needed to stay at this stupid hotel. Anyway, Star Wars is a shit show. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.